Yo, what it do, family? Once again, it is 7 o'clock in the East on Tuesday. Y'all know how we do. We got the Merv and Stack Show featuring Marc, who we don't know what the hell he is. Hopefully, he'll join us later. But we got we got special guests back in the building. The homie Ed. What's going on,
What's good, big dog? What's good, big dog? Happy to be on again, man. Get to talk a little bit of shit about all the good stuff going on in Snowfall.
Bet. And what you? Oh, I see. What's that nice, tasty beverage that you have there?
Man, you know I've been on some Knob Creek a little bit lately, bro. So I'm keeping it consistent.
Ain't nothing wrong with Knob Creek, man. Before I go to Merv, man, I'm gonna tell y'all right now, I'm not drinking tonight. Merv, I think we celebrated. We clubbed last night doing our DMX tribute. I was drunk as fuck. When I switched over to beer, somebody should have said something to me, but apparently we ain't as cool as I thought we were. So thank you for that, Merv. Merv, how you doing this afternoon?
Yeah. Beer's a wrong thing to drink after you done been drinking liquor. Yeah.
That's advice I probably could have used probably like 20 hours ago or so. But thank you though. Better late than never.
Hey, you're welcome. At least next time you know not to do that.
Leave it up to Merv to get bad advice and too late when it is.
Absolutely.
You always gotta look at the silver lining, man. You always gotta look at the silver lining. But did you enjoy yourself?
I absolutely did.
Hey, well, shit. You good money then.
You drinking tonight?
Nah, man, I ain't drinking tonight either.
Y'all must have had a hell of a night last night.
We did, man. We had our tribute show. Sean and Marc presents the vibes. We did a tribute show. Me and Merv joined them both. We did a tribute show. The entire show was about DMX. Maybe it was on for damn near 2 hours and 30 minutes. It was epic. It was fun. You can go to the page to view it. We had a good time.
That's what's up.
Without further ado, it's time to get into episode 8, season 4, Snowfall. The title of this episode is Betrayal. Before I hand it over to you, Merv, I would like to say this is probably one of the best episodes I've seen in a while, if not the best episode of season 4 so far.
Agreed.
A lot to unpack in this episode, Merv. You got your memes. I got the banners. Let's get this shit cracking.
So before we go in this, right? The name of the show is Betrayal. So I'm curious, when y'all saw the title and before y'all started watching it, who the fuck y'all thought was gonna betray who? Who y'all thought that the title was for? Did y'all have a particular person in mind or a particular situation in mind when y'all saw the title Betrayal?
You know,
before you actually watch it, is what I'm asking.
You know, for me, I was still thinking this is a part of the betrayal from the previous episode when his pops was tripping. You know what I'm saying? Because that was a betrayal, and that just sent everything downward spiraling. However, I will say though, I agree with you, Stacks. It was about time. It's about time my man got back on his game because he was slipping hard for a minute, man. I was getting frustrated with him for a minute, man. Making all those mistakes. Yeah, man. Saint was tripping, man.
Yeah, he was.
He got back on his shit though.
He did.
He got back on his shit though, but we'll get into
it. So, I mean, did he get back on his shit, or did was he kind of put back on his shit? Because when Reed told that nigga, when shit hit the fan, everybody only gonna look out for themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Don't trust anyone. And that nigga had that aha coming to America moment right there. And it seemed like his brain started working again.
Exactly, bro.
Merv, to your point, and I didn't even think about it like that. I think by the end of the episode, we get to see that Franklin's back on his shit. Now, as we know, Teddy was, aka Reed Thompson, whatever the fuck you want to call him, depending on what day of the week it is. He was on some bullshit because he was still mourning the death of his brother. So he wasn't really on top of his damn game. He's doing the whole coke binge thing, and it's just wild. And so I think that Teddy clearly is a good compliment to Franklin, who keeps him on his toes. He keeps him on this because I mean when they had the meeting, Teddy was kind of like scolding him like how the fuck you let this shit happen, this, that, and the third. And I think Teddy kind of sympathized with him because he told him, hey, shit, where the fuck was you, motherfucker? Like, I mean, I did what I thought I had to do, during that time. And only thing I can think about is the fact, you remember when Reed was like, he was kind of like, when he told him that he met with Irene, Reed was kind of like, yeah, I was kind of, out there doing my own fucking thing. So I can get, because he told him I had no choice.
You're right, Stacks. It was sort of like Franklin, he didn't know what to do, and he did something, obviously. It's better to try something than to just sit on your, sit with your thumb up your ass. But I will say this, it wasn't until after that conversation that he woke the fuck up.
Right. Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Because he was, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, man. I was getting frustrated with my man, yo. The game is the game, bro. You can't be fucking up like that. You can't be making all those mistakes. That nigga made a lot of mistakes this season. Like, mistake ridden.
He has, but goddamn, I mean, nigga was shot, almost died. He still walk around with a cane. He got a limp. If you bump into this nigga, he has a whole. He got to take about 5 minutes to recollect himself so he can start walking again.
Hey, Merv, fuck that. I'm not giving him a pass. He got no traumatic brain injury or nothing like that. That nigga did not get shot in the head. I mean, we can give a pass to fucking Ace Boogie and pay the full because he actually got shot in the fucking head. I ain't giving no fucking pass to Saint for being on some bullshit for all these episodes because he didn't get shot in the head. He is the brains of the operation. He should have been always on this shit. Merv, like you say, one factor why he wasn't on this shit, as you like to say all the time. Go ahead. I'm gonna let you say it.
Hey, was one thing that always be the result of fucking up a civilization, an organization, or a fucking man.
It is what it is.
Pussy.
Pussy, yeah.
Right. And man, that's kind of why I love this episode so much, because I think in previous episodes when let's go back to when Tenosi, I keep fucking up her name. Is it Tenosi or Tianka? But anyway, I think we all collectively thought it was suspect when she volunteered to, hey Louis, I need a job, up in this and all that shit. I think we all kind of like our eyes kind of raised, and Franklin wasn't on his shit because he was fucking her. He just asked Louis like, damn, you hired her? And Louis was like, well, you trust her, right? I mean, you all fucking her, so you trust her. And usually Franklin probably would have, given it a little bit more thought, like, But nah, he just let it go. And it culminated in a fucking shitload of mistakes that he's made this entire season. But boy, I was glad. I needed this episode.
Agreed.
I needed this.
I believe I said last week when Khadijah said, if you was as worried about finding Leon and Fatback as you are about to fucking plug, we would have them niggas by now. And I believe what I told y'all when I heard that, to me that was confirmation that old girl was put there by a goddamn man boy. I think I said that last week.
You did.
I know I said that last week.
You did. You want a fucking cookie, nigga?
Huh? Hey,
you want a cookie?
I don't.
Shit.
I only do Oreos if you got milk.
See, you know what? I forgot I'm dealing with that. My bad. Hey,
But you made a good point, though, Merv. You made a good point. But we all knew something was up with her. It was just about which way she was coming. You know what I'm saying? I blame Louis for not being able to check that a little bit, to be real with you, because I feel like Louis and Saint, they the brains. Everybody else is the muscle. You know what I'm saying? And just like you said, Merv, pussy always has a way of fucking up your mentals to a certain extent. Louis should be able to see beyond that, But nonetheless, old girl, she was able to get close, but she really wasn't that good at her job either, though. She tried, but she wasn't that good. She ain't no real hustler.
So, speaking of her,
Merv, you good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Oh shit! I thought you had froze. Nigga. I thought you was doing that on purpose.
No, I ain't froze. But I saw this, and I've been thinking the same damn thing. Since we're talking about her right now, I think it's a good segue to bring this meme up. Somebody posted in one of the Snowfall groups I'm part of. It was like, yo, quick question: who the fuck is her brother that she want to make sure is protected?
That's a
Does
damn good
anybody
question.
have any fucking ideas? Like
Isn't
any
he?
theories or
Is
any
he?
like?
Is he locked? Is he locked up? I don't know if they vaguely mentioned that, but I mean, I think they might have vaguely remember. I could be wrong though, but
I was just wondering maybe they had did a cameo of a character in the past 6 or 7 episodes that looked random but really wasn't random that y'all might have noticed. 'Cause I haven't noticed anybody. So I just wondered maybe y'all have saw something that I missed. I was just because I was
no,
wondering at the same time, who the fuck is this brother?
but Merv, as she said as well though, it's kind of funny because it's almost like Man Boy is saying, okay, both of y'all dead, but at the same time he's paying her. Like it doesn't make sense to me if you're going to kill somebody if they don't deliver on a product. Like if you don't bring me the plug, I'm gonna kill you and your brother. Why would money even be in the conversation? Like, I mean, the incentive is me not killing you. I ain't gotta pay you. If you know what I'm saying? Like she said, I need the rest of my money. Yeah, I mean, I mean, am I wilding or I mean, because I'm thinking to myself, I need the rest of my money and make sure that me and my brother safe. Like, if I was Man Boy, I'd be like, oh, check this out. Hold up. First of all, you're not getting any fucking money. You're going to deliver the plug, and I'm going to allow you to live. That's going to be the payment.
Well, you got to understand though, Man Boy he's a businessman,
He is.
and when you a businessman, you understand that at some point you use brute force. At some point you play your trump card, but when at all possible, you get more bees with honey. You know what I'm saying? So the conversation probably went something like this: I'm gonna pay you X number of stacks, blase and blase, to come up with this information. However, if you fail, there will be consequences. But
I agree,
as
Ed.
long as you come up with this information, you get your money, I get my plug, we move on. That's a win-win situation. Always looking for that. But he also has to draw the line and say, this ain't no game, bitch. You fuck up, and
Right,
there are some serious consequences.
right.
That makes sense.
I agree. He pro-
That makes sense.
he probably didn't say that the consequence could be possible death.
She didn't
He
know at the
probably
time, but once she got in there,
not in the beginning. He didn't say in the beginning, but his frustration is growing, and he's like, okay, you know what? Fuck the money. If you don't find them, both y'all dead. Like I ain't got time for this shit. No, let me give you some motherfucking answer. I thought the fucking money would be good enough, but apparently it's not. So maybe value your life a little bit more. So you got to the end of the week, or both y'all dead.
Yeah. And I thanks for breaking that down for me, Ed. I absolutely agree. Uh, the funny thing is that it seems like it was rushed. I know, Man Boy was getting impatient, but that caused her to overstep, in my opinion.
He wasn't getting impatient though. He was forced to do that. Khadijah's on a fucking rampage. So it's either hurry up and find out the hell you heard what Khadijah said. All right, I take a hit off, but it takes a little bit. It takes a while to put off a hit. So whatever you got planned, you might wanna hurry up and make that shit happen before the nigga get hit. Because if the nigga get hit before he find out who the plug is, Man Boy lose the opportunity to fucking plug. Franklin dead. Reed just gonna go somewhere totally else. He's never find out who the fuck the plug is. Khadijah don't give a
Right,
fuck about the plug. Man, so
right.
both of them got the same goal, but got different ways of going by it and different time frames.
Mm.
Khadijah got no patience. So
I don't like Man Boy's plan. But go ahead, Merv. I'm gonna let y'all know.
You say you don't like Man Boy's plan.
No.
Okay, well, I think
why
the
not?
issue. I think the issue. Hold on one second before we get to Mark. I think that the issue with Man Boy's plan. I think Man Boy's been planning this for a while, but I think the issue with it it's clashing with the revenge that Khadijah is trying to get.
Mm-hmm.
That's the main part of it because Man Boy, man, I like Man Boy. The only reason I don't fuck with Man Boy, of course, because he's trying to damn, murk Saint. But
Yeah,
I mean, I've always liked his character. But like I said, I think the plan. I think it's a good plan. Like you say, pussy. You send pussy in there. Pussy usually gets the job done. So that was a really good plan.
I'm not even going to say I don't like his plan. It's you know what I'm saying? Like everything's going haywire, and it's like this is why he's not as smart as Frank, because he really don't know how to pull this shit back in and back together, and that's probably the problem. You know.
But we okay.
And I mean, we still have more to see, so we don't know everything yet, but that's the way it looks.
Yeah, but one thing, like we just got through talking about it.
Okay.
The thing that's messing up his plan is Khadijah. Khadijah was on a fucking rampage. So she don't give a fuck about that plan. She don't give a fuck about the plug. She don't give a fuck about she don't give a fuck about the drugs. All thing she want is revenge, and that's what fucking up Man Boy.
Yeah, but I understand that part. But the thing is, Frank figured out who the girl was before Man Boy. You know what I'm saying? Could make a move with that. He already found out who it was.
But the only reason why he found out, I think Stacks just said it. Only reason why he found out was he had to put pressure on the girl and give her a deadline, which made the girl show her cards to Franklin. But if Khadijah is if Khadijah don't stab up Fatback last week, if Khadijah don't fucking shoot up the fucking funeral, he ain't not telling old girl, yo, information by end of the week or you and your brother dead, which made her show her card early. So Khadijah is fucking up everything, the timeline, the impatience, all whatnot. Because Man Boy was playing, in my opinion, he was playing possum.
He's playing a long game. He's playing a long game this whole fucking season.
I'm gonna say like this, to be honest with you, when the chick panicked, right? And she came to Frank, I think Frank was already starting to figure it out, but then it was just like it was easy to figure out.
I don't think so. Reed, he didn't start figuring shit out till he met with Reed.
Yeah, we
met with Reed.
Yeah.
And when Reed said, when shit go bad, everybody's gonna be out looking out for themselves and don't trust nobody. And that's what turned that fucking light bulb on with Franklin. And that's when he came back to his normal smart self in the game and picking up on clues and shit.
So I gotta interject here, man, because y'all bringing up a lot of good points about all of this. But I gotta throw this out there about Man Boy. Man Boy has been the consummate businessman the entire series. It has always been about getting that money. He hasn't given a flying fuck about any broad that has been on that show.
Right.
It's all been a tool to get to the money. Now, when Leon shot his niece, I know he was hurt about that. But this all pushed the process up because he knew that Saint only had a certain amount of time. So once Saint, made the decision not to give Leon up, it's gonna be war. But he don't want Saint gone yet until he get the plug because he in the dark. You know what I'm saying? He don't want to be in the dark. He don't give a flying fuck about Saint. Don't get me wrong, but he need to get the plug so he can make more money. And obviously he's gonna whatever. He cares about avenging his niece. He really don't give a fuck. Let's be real. You know what I'm saying? He cares, but it's secondary. So
it's secondary.
It's secondary
to the plug.
Yeah,
and Khadijah know that shit too.
Exactly. He can't hide it. That's what he's trying to do. But I respect that. I respect that 100%. Unfortunately, his plan wasn't as well thought out. He didn't try following the nigga with some lames. The lames got caught. You couldn't keep up with him. Then he tried the chick. I mean, that was a solid plan. That's a solid long game plan. But you needed to have something else going on, and he ain't got it. And obviously, she wasn't the right one. She ain't no real hustler, so that's why she asked too many questions and she got found out. But she must have something good between her legs though, because Franklin was damn sure stuck for a minute.
Yeah, this is true.
Hey,
This is true.
so speaking of like when Reed says when shit goes bad, everybody's thinking about themselves. Let's talk about that very first meeting. So this is the start of the show. This is when the paper is out, the article is out, and everybody was like, "Yo, what the fuck we gonna do?" Everybody's panicking, and Franklin made a good fucking point. It was like, what y'all gonna do? My dad is the one that's being quoted in the fucking paper. Everything is in the paper is about me. None of y'all names are mentioned. So I'm gonna do what I've always done. Step in front of the motherfucking bullet to protect y'all. And
Like
then
I did,
like,
Merv, like I did with that Judas Kevin, like I did with what he say, Andre's punk ass. So just sit back and when he say sit back and just let me handle it, like I'm handling every motherfucking thing else. Yo, I'm trying to tell you that was Saint's best speech since when he got at Leon in that fucking vehicle. That's why that was another classic Saint moment to be. And when he looked you see Louis took that drink, and none of them had shit to say after he said that shit. That was my dog. He was in the opening stages of being back on his grizzly on that shit.
Yeah.
But shit, everything he said was correct.
All facts. All facts.
That's why nobody can say shit. That's why nobody can say shit. If anybody's gonna say something, it would have been Jerome, because Jerome's still in his feelings about just finding out that they in the CIA.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, you're right.
And he can't even say shit.
Right.
And if you think about it, that's that comment that Reed made later on in the show. Shit, this applies to the same fucking meeting. Because everybody was only thinking about themselves. And like Franklin said, damn, I would think y'all have a little bit of fucking compassion about what the fuck I'm going through.
Yeah, Ingrid, the other moment was when he told Leon, pretty much tell him, hey, you gonna lay off a fucking man boy. And he tell that motherfucker, he's like, I'm not gonna not do business just because you don't like the way another nigga talk. That's what he hey yo, and then he said, drive, motherfucker. Yeah, that's what he hollered at Leon. Hey, that was
Yeah.
But what I like about that, and I hate to go back, but what I like about that is that he did that. He didn't do that in front of Manboy. He made Manboy think, hey, this is my dog. Fuck you, I'm riding with him. And then he pulled Leon he went till he got that to the car. That is a leadership tactic that most leaders supposed to use. You're supposed to like having people back in public, and then when you try to criticize, you want to pull them to the side or in private. That was perfect.
And that's a homie tactic
the Godfather
too.
movie.
Right, absolutely.
That's a homie tactic. If that's your man's, you don't read him in front of, a stranger. You know what I'm saying? You read him, when it's just y'all two or in front of family or something like that. But you don't do it in front of an outsider. You know what I'm saying? So I felt that.
Right. It was also a scene on The Godfather when he pulled him aside after they had a meeting and then they finally left. And like, you'll never go against a family in front of company.
That's right.
You just
Absolutely.
don't. You know what I'm saying? Leon and Franklin, they family. You don't gotta be blood to be family. So you never go against a family in front of strangers.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of companies, there's a lot of personal motherfuckers that can use that motherfucking that lesson right there. They need to watch Snowfall for that shit. Just show them that goddamn those two scenes right there. Hell. Now there's some shit floating around. There's some shit floating around the Snowfall fans, the Snowfall group, and it's like this is my first time hearing about it. I had I didn't think about this at all. But I want to get y'all take. All right, before I say what the rumor is, I want to put a meme. And let's see if this might tell y'all what they talking about. So one of the questions is, did anybody peep Reed's reaction when Franklin told him Louis got shot? Right now, I saw another meme right after. I didn't attach it because it was a lot of fucking reading. I'm gonna paraphrase. So somebody was like, when Reed came to the club drunk, first person he asked about was Louis. Yes, it's Louis Club. He already knew that. Why the fuck he asked about Franklin? Then also, when Franklin was down, Reed and Louis was doing business. That was the main contact. Then that same person in the same meeting put a notice that, yo, when Reed was told Louis got shot, he had a look. He had a concern. It was like a concern look. It wasn't like, damn, that's fucked up. It was like a concern look. So the rumor, the question right now is, any chance, any kind of flirtation or some kind of traction or something going on between Reed towards Louis or vice versa?
Now,
You know what?
let me.
I'll say it like this, man. I don't think it's that, but I think it's more like you know what I'm saying? Like if he has a problem, right? He can't really talk to anybody. You know what I'm saying? But Louis, I think is somebody that he might, you know what I mean, just be able to talk to. You know what I'm saying? Just on some personal shit. You know what I mean? Like that shit with his brother or whatever. Like I can see him like, yeah, you know, Louis, that fucked me up. I don't think he could talk to Frank about that. But he can talk to Louis about stuff like that. And I don't think it's nothing more than that. You know what I'm saying? But I think it's just, you know, sometimes, you know what I mean, it's easier for a man, you know, to talk to a woman, you know, when he's a little bit vulnerable, right? You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, when you go to your homies or your business partners, they might only tell you one or two things. They not really going to get in depth with it. They just going, you know, yo, it is what it is. You got to move on from that shit, ball. And that's pretty much it. And think about most of your friends. And I mean, most of them are going to react exactly how I just said it. Not all of them, but most. So I think he finds something in Louis that's a little bit more compassion, a little more understanding, and that's why he probably, you know, feels better talking to Louis maybe about things like that. That's just my take.
Well,
Stats, go
my
ahead, Stats.
take is we have to remember that there was a period when Franklin was out, when he was down after he got shot, where Reed and Reed was dealing with Louis instead of Franklin. So during that time, they might have built a rapport and some type of. I'm not talking about I don't think it's not sexual, but it built a rapport and a business relationship, and I think that's why Reed was so concerned. Now another thing I was thinking about is that Reed was figuring, you know, if something happened to Franklin, maybe Louis could be the backup.
Yo,
Mm-hmm.
so I was wondering if anybody was going to say that because I left something off the meme. I left something off that the same person talked about. He said, if you remember when he was in that club going back and forth with Franklin, and the nigga said, Franklin, anybody's replaceable. Anybody. And this is also saying that he asked for Louis first. So could also be where you look at, like you said, Seth, I was just wondering if anybody's gonna bring. I was waiting to see if anybody's gonna bring it up, and if nobody did, I was gonna bring it up. So could it be the fact that, like you said, when he told Franklin anybody replaceable, well, maybe Louis was in mind from the business dealings, and he liked how she did business.
So
Okay.
I gotta
Now you
agree.
got full disclosure. So what's your thoughts?
I gotta agree. Y'all, one thing that Reed is always doing, Reed is always playing chess.
Right?
He is always looking 2 moves ahead. So it makes sense that, you know, Louis would be that backup. But I gotta say this, man, because ain't nobody else said this either. Louis got a fat ass too. So ain't nothing wrong would just sit there and be like, you know what I'm saying? Look, man, damn, Louis, damn, you know what I'm saying? She got a nice hit to ass ratio, but I'm
fine.
that alone.
You know what? I'm glad you said that tonight. I mean, I know we've said it. You know what I mean? Over the course of this season. But thanks for bringing that up again. We appreciate
Just saying, bro.
She is super fine to me. I'm sorry. She is 1980s. Like that whole she's bad. That's just let's just call it what the fuck it is. I mean, while we on the topic. Shit.
Yeah, she's a bad motherfucker. And she's smart. And she's smart.
Yeah. All of the above.
Other than Man Boy, nobody else has come close to keeping everything business.
Right.
To her. Other than Man Boy has come the closest. But Man Boy really she's kept and she's been really right about every fucking thing because she told Franklin, hey, we gotta get rid of Man Boy. They didn't listen to that. It was another crucial. Oh, say yo, I know it's your boy. You gotta give him Leon. Didn't do that. Then they told Jerome, they will be expecting us to go to the funeral. Why the fuck are we going to the funeral?
Louis on her shit, man. Thank God, she's on her shit.
She's level-headed as well because I mean you can't expect without Louis, Franklin got two cats that makes emotional decisions. You got Jerome and you got Leon. So Louis is definitely needed. So that's why I was thinking, okay, but as far as Reed being concerned, the only logical explanation would be like, damn, that's my backup in case something happened to this motherfucker. Because Reed probably thinking that something could very well happen to that motherfucker.
And then you got to think Reed knows the whole crew, and he probably analyzed them like we analyzed.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like Leon, hell
nah.
The
last story.
Nah, he couldn't run no plug. Peaches, nah, he couldn't run no plug. You know what I'm saying? He probably was running it all down. So I can't go to none of these motherfuckers. I mean, they're shooters, killers, dealers, but they wouldn't understand what it takes, to be, that guy. But Louis do.
So let's go to our halftime. We're gonna go to our halftime show right now.
No.
So what y'all think?
I'll let y'all go first. It's just no.
Yes. 100%.
I'm gonna give you a yes, and I'm going to tell you why.
Okay.
Here's why I think she fucked leaving without her ass met up without him, because y'all remember she came to the hospital. At what point did she leave the hospital? When she found out that Louis was out of surgery. Because when Franklin came back, he was like, okay, where's my mom? And it was like, hey, she left soon as she heard that Louis was, out of the woods, so to speak. So the only thing, and she had already told Franklin, I'm moving out of the house. Now, whether she would lie to Franklin or not, because Franklin asked her, you going without him? And she was like, nah, I'm not going without him. But I think that motherfucker going without him. That's just me.
Man, I say no. I think him talking to that reporter, you know what I'm saying? That I think that burned her a little bit, because it's just like, damn, you know what I'm saying? We married, you know what I mean, for real, we done got through all this shit. I didn't, you know what I mean, got you through all this shit or whatever, right? And this how you do me? Like, and then she can't do the business. I mean, her thing, with Franklin getting into the game was to do the business. That was the main thing. She wanted to do the real estate thing. You know what I'm saying? Can't do that no more, right? So I think she's tired of the game. I think she's tired of what Franklin involved in, and she tired out. You know what I mean? She gonna leave with her bag of money. You know what I'm saying? And just start over with nobody know.
And Paul Davis backing out of that deal kind of hurt her. Y'all saw the look on her face
when
he money back. That shit hurt her, because that was her thing. The business thing was her thing.
Man, I'm gonna say like this: she was more hurt by that than getting fired by the Bull in season 1. What was that, season 1? When she got fired by the Bull, she was more hurt then. You know what I'm saying? So I think she just gonna go up and be like, man, y'all can have this shit. I got my bread. I'm out. You know what I'm saying? That's what I think. You know.
Hey, go ahead, Ed. I see you. I
I
see
like that
you
theory. I like
waiting.
that theory
Go
though,
ahead, man.
Mark.
She went out, bro. She went out, bro.
All right.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. You know, she's a businesswoman, but she ain't built for the game. You know what I'm saying? She ain't built for the game, and she said it in the hospital. How many times we gonna be up in this hospital? How many times it's gonna be us? She done seen her son get shot. She done seen Louis. She done seen all this shit. They rich, bro. You know what
Leon
I'm
too.
saying?
Leon
Yeah.
got shot too.
You know, they rich. Out and said, look, we can leave. We got money. We don't need this shit. We can be gone. And I'm telling you, she gone. And she gonna betray. So going back to the beginning, the name of the episode is Betrayal. We're assuming that, you know what I'm saying, it was only that end part. But what about the betrayal that his mom said in that hospital when she said, I'm not leaving with Alton, but she got the hell up out of there. And she's leaving with Alton.
Yeah,
Hey yo,
that's good.
hey yo, and I will tell you,
I see what you did there.
Merv,
I see what you did there.
Alton Snake Ass sold that shit to her so good. We got money. You know, if we leave at dawn, we in Cuba by dinner time. Hey, when you got loot, you all this shit, they're in South Central, all this heat that they got on, this shit sound kind of good. This shit sound real fucking good.
Hey, Stacks, that, you know, when Alton was giving that speech, that's when Alton became Calvin from Paid in Full. Just all the verse. You know what I'm saying? That's all that happened.
Yeah.
Well, you're right, but Alton still panicked like a motherfucker, like a little motherfucker. Like, you know what he panicked? You know what the fuck he panicked like? This motherfucker right here.
I don't know if he panicked that bad, but he panicked.
hey, shit. Franklin Day, I might have to tell him what I know.
I might have to tell him what I
know. Hey, you know what? But he didn't say anything though. How about that? So Alton actually panicked. Alton actually panicked worse than his ass.
Yeah.
And my opinion, I agree. I think Stacks. I think it was Stacks that said no. No, it was Marc that said no. I don't go with Marc on this one. I think she may be going, but I don't think she's going with Alton. Cause like Alton put them in a fucked up position. You know what I'm saying? Like she was really invested in that Paul deal. You know what I'm saying?
That messed up right there.
Paul Davis still fuck up.
That Paul was her get out of jail free card. That was supposed to be able to have them to go legit. So by Alton doing what he did and fucking that up, at this point right now, Alton really fucked up the real chance of being able to go legit. Like right now, she have no other plan, no other idea. So that's one thing he fucked up. Now potential relationship between her and her son could be fucked up. There's too many. He opened a can of worms. He set off too many fucking potential fire alarms for me to think that she's gonna leave and go with this nigga.
I would say like this. Like right now, I say no. Now, you know, if the afro and he grows the dreads, you know what I mean, all the way down, you know what I mean, to the floor, you know what I mean, in a few years, maybe, you know what I mean, maybe she could forgive him then. I'm just saying right now, she can't bang with him. He need to have some dreads, you know what I mean, for real, you know, for her to forgive him. That's what I say.
So I think last week I asked a question, who do y'all think this week or this season is going to die? I think I asked y'all who do y'all want to die,
right?
And who do y'all think is going to die?
Yeah.
I think y'all remember your answers from last week?
Yeah, I said I said Alton, Alton wanting Alton to die, and I think that I said that I think Jerome was going. Oh no, Sissy. I said Sissy was going
You got
to
Sissy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wanted Alton to die, but I picked Jerome to get the die. And Mark, you remember yours?
Yeah, it was I want sadly I wanted Leon to die. You know what I'm saying?
You did say
And
that.
I thought Jerome would die. I just don't know how you go back to selling drugs after killing a kid and they know, the police, know you were on the scene. Your rivals know that you killed the kid. They're trying to kill you. I don't know how you just go back to a happy life selling drugs
Right,
after
and that
that.
makes sense. Yeah.
It's impossible to dodge all them bullets. And if you look in real life, right? You know what I'm saying? When a child get killed, I'm trying to tell you, the cops all of a sudden turn smart. You know what I'm saying? And they figure the shit out. You know what I mean? Now, as an adult, hey, if I take a bullet, hey, well, this boy Mark died. I don't really know nothing about it. But, you know what I'm saying? But let a kid, if it's a kid, though, they going to try to solve that motherfucker. You know what I mean? That's just the way that works.
Well, all of us was wrong. Because I thought, like, even rather, if the person we picked to die, if they didn't die, I thought at least one of the people we picked, they would get shot at least. I didn't see Louis getting shot. She's still alive. Whoever's watching it, if you haven't seen it yet, she's still alive. You should be watching the show anyway if you haven't seen it yet. But I didn't see her getting shot. Ed, did you have any predictions before for last episode about anybody who's gonna get shot or die?
That's a good question, bro. I had to say, I said it last time I was here. Once Leon put that bullet in that little girl, he got to go. The rules of the game say he got to go. So I'm hoping that he go. Now, granted, you asking me this question after this episode. After watching this last episode, I think it's clear that Jerome going to end up doing something stupid, and
Right.
and that's unfortunate because I fucks with Jerome. But Jerome going to end up doing something stupid, and it's going to cost him his life, and it's going to be
okay. So you're saying
it's going to be a tragedy.
Louis getting shot is going to lead to Jerome's death. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, he hot as a firecracker, bro.
I think
that man smell blood.
Hey,
and he's not planning anything either. He just like, yo, let's just go over there. That never ends up well. You know?
To me, hey, I will tell you this though. That sounds too logical for them to write that in there, man. That sound. Matter of fact, when we left off this episode, when Leon say, "Yo, Franklin want us to wait," he was like, "Fuck Franklin, nigga. They shot up a baby." Like, I think the next logical step would be for him to go ride on Man Boy and get shot up. So I don't think they're going to do that. Now, I want to go back to this comment that Tina B made. And I think it was bad writing as well. I think we're talking about the Leon situation. Like, Leon, the expectation for Leon to go back to reset the projects is just unfathomable to me. Like, I mean, like, can he still kill the whole pit?
It just doesn't happen like that.
That was bad writing.
Like, I mean, man, it's people who did shit. Yeah, I mean, and they know they're in it. Those guys just left town. You know, seriously. I'm like, come on, man. Chi Ali was on the run for 14 years. I know y'all remember that story. You know what I mean? You know, before he got caught. So I'm just like, people leave town when shit like that happens, especially if it's a kid.
That's why I guess the prediction, the most logical step would have been for them to get somebody else to run the projects and have Leon run operations in Little Rock. You know, to me, that would have been better writing.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with that.
But you know what? They could have come up with a better way to transition that. But I won't give Snowfall a pass because up until now, well, one, John Singleton died last season. That's one. And up until now, Snowfall probably has been one of the most realistic motherfucking TV drama shows that's good and entertaining since the fucking Wire, as far as realistic that can happen in real life.
I agree.
You know what I mean? This one hiccup right now, I gotta give him a pass because up until now,
but you know what?
I can see that.
I'm gonna say like this: we got to see what happens next episode, right? But if Jerome goes on a warpath, and you know what I'm saying? I mean, something happens to him is predictable, like we're all saying, then that's like strike two. Like, you know what I'm saying? For me, I'm just like, man, that pretty much takes you out of any ballpark that The Wire and The Sopranos are definitely in. It takes you out of that ballpark and puts you like, all right, well, I'm outside with my ticket. I can't get the game yet. That's exactly where it takes you. Sorry.
Well, like Tina said though in this comment in the previews, it shows. I don't think it fully showed whether Franklin stopped him or not, but it did show Franklin trying to stop him. I would say trying.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think Franklin stopped him. Now, like I said though, I don't think that it's going to go down because it's the next logical step.
Okay.
I gotta say this, man. One thing I've noticed, I don't know if y'all picked up on this. Leon used to be like, that man used to be lion-hearted. You know what I'm saying? Earlier on. After that child, this past episode, that nigga was meek as a mouse.
Oh, yeah, we talked about that.
Yeah. And that's to be expected. But at the same token, that man just got to understand that, like, look, Leon can't be Leon acting meek as a mouse. He does nobody no good. So either he's going to be Leon, be an enforcer, you know what I'm saying, take control of whatever little piece that Franklin gives him. I ain't trying to babysit this nigga, man. It's time for this dude to go. It was time for him to go after you put that bullet in that little girl, but definitely, you know what I'm saying, he serves no real purpose, man. And I think Reed is going to actually put his foot down, just like he always does at some point, and tell Franklin, you got to do what you got to do. Get him off of you. Because what happened to the plot about the police looking for him? What happened to all of that? What happened to all that heat? You know what I'm saying? You can't be bumping around like shit's all good.
Fat back to the heat.
No, but I mean that. But I'm gonna say like this: that doesn't go like the police don't stop investigating because like one guy on the scene turns himself in. Like, dude, your fingerprints are still on these bullets. We're still going to talk to you whether your man turned himself in or not. In real life, that's the way it works anyway.
Right. It's easy to say the dead guy was a trigger man. Listen, and how many people gonna believe that shit in real life?
Okay, hey, I get what y'all saying, but y'all, it's a motherfucking TV show.
Hey man, hey,
it's a TV show.
I'm just trying about being real, bro.
I like, look, man. I'm like, if you want to be in the ballpark of The Wire, you gotta get this shit straight. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Hey, yo, but like Ed said,
hold up, hey, Ed. Stack's never seen The Wire, but don't tell nobody.
You never seen The Wire, bro?
I lost interest after season 1. I'm still trying to watch.
Bro, you don't know who Stringer Bell is?
I know Stringer Bell is. I know who Omar is, but I don't know. I don't know them. I know their names.
Who's Marc?
I know his name. Okay, I haven't seen fucking The Wire. I'm a fucking terrible human being, motherfucker. Anything else you want to let the audience know, nigga?
Hey,
I gotta finish the shit.
Stacks, you got homework to do after Snowfall. I don't want to hear it. I'm not taking no's. I'm not taking no from you. You got homework after Snowfall.
I got you. But to Ed's point on Leon, I agree. And it's like Jerome said, if you kill a kid, it's hard to come back from that. So you're gonna see Leon question just about everything he do now, because he's a kid killer, So I don't think he necessarily needs to be out, but I think that he's less useful in his current state. That's for damn sure. Because he brought it up again, because now, and I just thought of this. He is now going to blame himself for Louis getting shot. I don't know if y'all noticed that or not, but he kind of alluded to it. Like the two girls, y'all seen the shooter. It was Khadijah, and the two girls that was with her was probably the people that was with him that they killed Fatback. So all of these things, Fatback, even though he blames Saint, he's blaming Fatback Death on himself. He's blaming Louis gets shot on himself based on him, a cumulative effect of him shooting that little girl. That's how I feel.
But ain't that's realistic?
You know,
yeah, absolutely.
Very realistic.
Guilt goes a long way.
Agreed. And I'm gonna say this, man. If it was Reed running quarterback in Franklin's shoes after that child shooting, Reed would have set both Man Boy and was it Scully? What's that crazy motherfucker's name?
Scully, yeah.
He would have set Man Boy and Scully up to get got at the same time while giving up Leon. Killed them all. He would have went straight Michael Corleone and just got it all done at one time. Unfortunately, you know, Saint was trying to protect this man and couldn't see clearly. Thus, the bevy of mistakes that he's made. But you know what? The light bulb is on. I'm liking to think that he's gonna get back to being on his shit and finish his season out strong.
Ed, you know what? You right. The light bulb is on, and that nigga, yo. The light bulb is definitely on, Ed. At this moment right here is when everything motherfucking clicked. The Lord, this bitch a good pussy tried me.
Man. Man.
Yo, and from that moment on, we had an old fucking Saint back. That motherfucker sent but all right, so Reed help him get his shit back together mentally, right?
Absolutely.
So, but like y'all said, this motherfucker talking about why don't you just give Man Boy the plug and then it'll get Khadijah off you, like, and then he had that moment like, yeah, you know what, we're gonna make that deal. Let him know. So at this moment right here, honestly, what did y'all think was about to happen? Did y'all think he realized did y'all think he realized and he's about to set her up, or did y'all really think, or wonder where the hell is this nigga about to go after letting her go, after telling her to go make the deal?
Let me go first. When she came up with that plan, with that elaborate scheme, you know, you can broker a piece by giving up the plug, you know, and she can call, maybe we can get him to call Khadijah off. When he after that conversation, he had a brief conversation with Leon. I don't know if you guys remember that.
Yeah.
And Franklin had that look on his face because Leon told him, hey, man, even if we give up the plug, we can't trust this dude to do what he said. And Franklin said, we can't trust any of it. And I think that look on his face, right? That's when he knew. And it led to this right here. Now, Merv, I'm not even going to lie to you. During that last scene, I don't know about y'all, but I already had an expectation that Peaches and Saint was in that apartment. That's just me, though.
All right,
when she got on that phone.
Okay, pause. Mark, Ed, at that moment, right here, at this moment right here, what did y'all think is about to happen next when he, after talk with Leon? And
I agree with Stacks. I think, you know, they were just like, yo, we going straight through a spot and we just going, you know, get low. You know what I mean? They just got low in that joint, you know, because, you know, Peaches is what, ex-military or whatever, right?
Yeah.
So he probably knows how to hide in covert operation. He know all that shit. So, you know what I'm saying? They just got low, let her get on the phone. She hangs up the phone and then they walk right up.
Okay, you're going too far. I just
my bad. No, I'm just saying, you know what I mean? I just think they were going to her crib. That's what I'm saying.
All right,
so it's a combination of things. It's a combination.
Hey, y'all see it?
When she said that, maybe we should just give up the plug so that they could, you know, negotiate a peace. Bitch, are you dumb as a box of fucking rocks? You know what I'm saying? The plug is
shit didn't
the
sound suspect, bro.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's the trump card. You don't get that shit up. He ain't got no fucking body. He ain't got no streets. He ain't got nobody nowhere. All he got is the plug. And this dumbass bro gonna talk about give up the plug. That was a Lord, thank you for waking me up moment. And this bitch is crazy. And at that point in time, you gotta know you cannot. That's all Franklin got. I want y'all to understand. That's literally all Franklin has that's keeping him alive is that he has all the cheap cocaine in the world and no way to get rid of it. You know what I'm saying? He got all the cheap cocaine. That's what he got. He give that up. He has nothing. And this bro said that.
And he let that boy do that shit too. I got the plug, nigga. I got the plug, nigga.
I agree with you, and I think that suggestion is what blew her fucking cover.
Exactly.
That's what blew her fucking cover. And then that's when he also made a comment, don't trust any of it. Don't trust any of it. She's telling me to give up the plug. Don't trust any of it. She told me to give her a plug. Motherfucker. That mother did that little look. He looked up. That motherfucker look at her. Peach, to go get the car.
He kind of whispered that shit.
Yeah, he did. Hey, so check it, right? Hey, listen. This motherfucker really felt like, yo, I did that shit. You remember the part with you remember in the Harlem Night when he called his wife, he called like, let me speak to your mother. Yeah, I ain't never coming home again. Have a nice life. And he hung up the phone and he did yeah. Like he felt like he did something. That's how she feel right here. Listen. She felt like I got this motherfucker. I won. I'm about to get this money. My brother is safe. Mambo about to get a plug. Franklin about to go down. Shit's about to be over. Now, excuse me. So it was like this moment was so beautiful. It was the cane and the shoes for me. Because we saw that part before she saw it. So that moment led to this moment. So when y'all saw this, what was y'all reaction?
Man, you know what? I'm gonna say like this, right? I didn't think Yami Saint was gonna have Peaches kill her right then and there. I mean, obviously he be right. Yami did it, but Saint being Saint, he always thinking about a plan, and it's just like, yo, this is what you're going to do. You're going to set Man Boy up for it. You know what I mean? I'll make sure you and your brother good, but you're going to set this motherfucker up first. You know what I'm saying? And that's how that's going to roll.
And and Mark, this was somebody posted right here. It was like, so what y'all think Franklin's going to do about T? My opinion is that he's going to use her to kill Khadijah.
Well, Merv, I will tell you this. That could be very well.
Can she get close enough to her though? That would be my question. Can she get close enough to her to pull that off?
I'm pretty sure Khadijah knows that T is an agent that inserted inside Franklin.
Right. But it seems like Khadijah don't trust a motherfucking soul. Like,
right.
No.
But Merv,
hey, hold up, Stacks. Because I had two of them for the same scene. This was somebody else put. He ain't gonna kill T. Franklin gonna use her to set up Man Boy, Scully, and Old Girl.
See, that's obvious to me. To me that is too obvious. Killing her right now would send a signal to Man Boy that he's on to him. Even though Saint already knows that Man Boy is trying to get that plug, but that is obvious. I think he's gonna now. I think what's going to happen, and this might sound kind of brutal or whatever, but I think he's definitely going to use Man Boy. He's going to use T to set up Man Boy, but you got to remember, Man Boy is only half the problem. and I don't see a situation where they take out Manboy, Khadijah, and Scully. But I think they're gonna. I think killing Manboy. Shit, you gotta kind of kill Manboy and Khadijah. But then you gotta kill Scully. I don't know, man. I don't fucking know, man. All the motherfuckers gotta go. But the way this show said, it just wouldn't be realistic if all three of them get off.
You right.
Yeah,
you right, Sax. But I gotta say this: if you gotta kill two, you gotta kill Scully, and you gotta kill Khadijah?
Yeah.
Those are the two that have to go. Because Manboy can be controlled with money. Again, Manboy is a businessman.
True.
Oh, Manboy is a businessman. Saint fucked up. You know what I'm saying? In the past, if anything, you got to get rid of Scully's a wild card. You can't be running around with Scully on your neck all the time. That ain't going to be good for your health. But you can starve Manboy out with product. And then he'll come around. Because he has no other morals.
Yeah.
Nah, hey, you sounding like, didn't we just say about 25, 30 minutes ago that Louis has been right just about every fucking time? And what would Louis do right now?
You got to get rid of Khadijah, you got to get rid of Scully. And then
I think Louis right now, not to cut you off, Ed, but I'm just saying, the way Louis thinks though, and looking at the situation the way it is now, I think, if she was the pick, Manboy would go last. Like if Louis was like up to speed. I'm just saying. That's what I think.
Listen.
Agreed.
I think Scully would be last.
Nah, that's just because Scully ain't had no screen time, bro. Scully's still a wild card tweaking motherfucker that lost his daughter.
Yeah. And he's still fucked up behind that. He burying crosses in his house. Like, he ain't trying to sell no drugs. He burying crosses in the crib.
Exactly.
Let me ask you this, though. Let me ask you this. Do you kill Khadijah and Scully and set Manboy up to go to jail for the rest of his life?
That's a win-win. If you can do it.
All three of them motherfuckers ain't gonna die.
No,
that's not gonna happen.
So. Well, let me say this, and I don't mean to cut anybody off, but look, Manboy can move product. Manboy has usefulness. Okay, he has usefulness. He's hungry. He wants more money. I don't give a damn if you give Manboy more territory. You just can't give him the plug. But you got to cut everything off and still keep him at arm's length, because once you kill his sister and his niece, he's always gonna be coming for you. Unless you gotta give him just enough money not to leave. If that makes any sense. It's what corporate America does to us all the time. They give us just enough money not to leave.
Okay, but check it, right? I gotta respectfully disagree with y'all, because no matter, y'all said two gotta go, right? No matter what two you kill, that last motherfucker is gonna be coming at you, right?
Right.
So would you rather deal with a motherfucker? All right. Would you rather deal with a motherfucker that knows how to use move their knight, know how to move their queen, their bishop on the chessboard as good as you, or would you want to deal with a motherfucker that have no idea how to move the fucking chessboard? They're just gonna knock everything off. Like I'm rather deal with an emotional dumb motherfucker like Scully, because it'll be easier to see when that nigga is coming. Manboy, you gonna kill niece, anybody kill his sister. He don't give a fuck about goddamn Scully. But you done did that, and this motherfucker wants the plug. So even when he's in front of you, he's gonna be fake. You just know he's going to fucking turn on you. It's not if, it's a matter of when. So you always look over your shoulder, and you can't trust nobody, especially after he threw pussy in front of you.
Because
he done braid his hair, get massage his nigga head. Then when he got a job at the art club, he done got. Scully's not doing that.
Not at all.
To me, if everybody's gonna be coming at you regardless, Khadijah's in the middle. She's savage and smart. And at this moment, she's like, any means necessary. She got to fucking go. That's
Well,
the first motherfucker. That's the first motherfucker that has to die. So
but see,
who's the first
I,
one that
I
got to
think
die in your opinion?
I think it's like this with Khadijah and Scully. It's kind of like, yo, like these motherfuckers will try you anywhere. I mean, these motherfuckers be going to see the Lakers and Magic play. Yo, man, I shot the ball in the parking lot. Damn, I
Yeah.
can't go see Magic play. Like, that's how crazy they are. They don't care when it happens, where it happens. They don't care church, funeral. You know what I mean? You out with your family, brunch. They don't care. You know what I mean? If they see you, it's on site. On site really means what it is. With Man Boy, like Ed was, it was like, yo, if you give him a little bit more of the business, right? Man Boy's always gonna fire shots at Saint because they go back from school days. You know what I'm saying? So he always gonna do little shit, you know what I mean, to fuck with him. But you know, he's a businessman. And Saint, you know what I mean, is probably like, yo, me and Man Boy don't get along. I understand he's trying to, you know, get me off my throne, but we think alike. And since we think alike, I'm a little bit more smarter than him. So he ain't gonna be able to get what I got. But he moves the product well, he makes the business go well, and that's what we got into this thing for. And that's why I think, you know what I mean, he leaves Man Boy on the table. You know what I mean? Scully and Khadijah, you can't solve that. You can't just give them $1 million and then be like, oh, it's cool. You know what I'm saying? They want blood. They need you to die. And you just like, I can't die, so I can't give them my life. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's they gotta go.
Man, Mark, you on it, man. I'm gonna make a bold. I'm gonna draw the line in the sand. I'm gonna tell you right now, Scully and Khadijah both will not make it through this season. Man, boy, will. I'm telling y'all right now.
Got you.
Scully and Khadijah. I'm thinking both, but I guarantee you both will not make it, and I assure you, Man, boy, will.
Okay. I'm gonna tell you like this. Like I think Merv, I think all of y'all might. Khadijah gotta go. If you're shooting up a funeral, bro, like Mark said, it's on site, bro. I'm trying to tell you, Khadijah, if she had a chance to get Leon, she would shoot Leon in a church on Christmas Eve doing mass. She would do that.
Yeah.
Has no problem. So Khadijah, first and foremost, Khadijah has to be taken off the board like immediately.
Hey, listen,
now,
Khadijah is the Black Terminator. Like, you know what I mean?
Right. That's a really good analogy right there. Right. Right. That's the type of time that Khadijah is on right now. Khadijah don't, and you got one thing you gotta realize. Even though Scully and Man Boy is at a truce, y'all notice what Scully said when Man Boy said we're gonna kill him and take their plug. Man Boy ain't like that shit at all. Like, you old jive scheming ass motherfucker. And Khadijah agreed with him. But Man Boy is thinking, while Scully and Khadijah is thinking revenge, like you say, they want blood. Man Boy is thinking being set up for life. And that is why Man Boy can be bought regardless of his niece getting killed or whatever. Mm-hmm. So I honestly think it would be a situation kind of like Ed said, where, hey, look, we killed your sister, you know, your niece. I mean, that's part of the game. We're gonna pay you off, or we're gonna broker some type of a deal where you get access. I mean, I don't think they will give him access to the plug. You can't do that because if both of them get access to the plug, then they're gonna be fighting over territory and all type of shit. So you can't do that. But
if based off what y'all saying, if they kill Scully and Khadijah, they're giving Man Boy Scully area.
Yeah.
Yes.
He would have the bottoms.
Yes.
He would have the bottoms. He would have that.
Yes. That's gonna be the negotiation point because he'll be able to double his income. It ain't gonna be what he want getting a plug, but he'll be able to double his income because he's running 2 territories. Unfortunately, that's also gonna make him richer, which will make him more powerful and have more influence for the following season. Man Boy ain't going nowhere. He's gonna be mad, Ed, he's gonna be angry, and he's gonna have more money.
All right, so Ed, you say your bold prediction was both don't make it past the season. All right, cool. What do you have a bold prediction for next episode?
So next episode, Saint gonna run. He gonna run T. He's gonna try to run some games. She's gonna fuck it up. And it's gonna bubble up into a bigger issue. But that's what Saint's gonna do. Saint's gonna try to play T to pull out Manboy, Scully, and Khadijah. That's what Saint does. We're gonna find out that his mom's, she took off with her husband. You know what I'm saying? She gone. You know, Saint gonna get pissed off about that. And as far as Reed went ahead and drugged up and scared the shit out of the reporter. And the reporter, how's that gonna play out? He said this time you're gonna wake up, next time you won't.
We didn't talk about that either, man. Real quick, as far as Irene, the reporter, man, I don't think that matters. She's made it very clear that she's willing to die to get the truth out. I don't think
she's even going to remember the story as far as what they injected her with. You know what I mean, who knows what that was?
I think that was just some shit to scare because tomorrow you wake up, next time you won't. So I think she
might wake up without a memory. Like, who's Irene? I don't even know who that is. You know what I mean? It's the CIA, Dan. You know what I mean? They do stuff like that.
Hey, but my as far as a bold prediction, man, I would say there's going to be a meeting between Manboy and Saint, but I just don't see that because T, he has an ace in the hole. Manboy does not know that T is compromised. He doesn't know that. So he's definitely going to use T against Manboy. I don't know how he's going to do it, but being that Teddy put Saint back on his shit, I'm really looking forward to seeing how he's going to use T to take down Manboy to get to stop this war and this problem that's going on. Now, I would not be shocked. This episode 9 is 10 episodes in the season. So Khadijah got to go. I don't know if she's going to get taken out the next episode, but I think, yeah, you know what? I'm going to get at a bold prediction. Khadijah gets taken out next episode.
Gotcha.
Mark.
Shoot, I think it's T. I think she getting taken out. You know, I understand Saint going to try to run the game with her or whatever, right? I don't know if it's going to be maybe a thing where Saint and Manboy comes to some type of agreement and have to offer her anyway. But in some way, she gonna get shot and killed. I just don't know how it's going to happen, but it's something about that play going to go wrong, and she's going to end up, dying because of it.
Okay.
I agree, Mark. T ain't making it through the season. I can guarantee you that.
Nah. Mm-mm.
Well, I'm the one going against the grain. I'm the one nigga that's going against the grain. All y'all agree, and I still think Manboy is the most dangerous. Okay, far as long term, Manboy is the most dangerous. I agree with y'all. Khadijah, if they have the opportunity, they need to take her the fuck off the planet. They need to get her the fuck off the planet.
She got to go
immediately. All right, so
she only one blood. You can't reason with her. She only one blood.
Exactly. Nope. But listen, Manboy gotta go. Yeah, fuck that. Yeah. Manboy gotta go. So my prediction is Manboy is the one that don't make it past this season.
Merv, I'm completely opposite, bro. I am pretty sure Manboy gonna make it through. And the reason I say that, brother, what's his usefulness? I mean, who else is useful other than Manboy? Of all those players, who else is useful?
I'll say like this.
This nigga Franklin has been resourceful this whole motherfucking time. He has been able to replace. He's been able to find new solutions. So basically, you just gotta find a new distributor. That's it, nigga. The hardest thing is the plug. This nigga just gotta find a new distribution. Yeah, it's not that hard, Ed. It's not.
I mean, the way I look at it, I'm looking at it like this, right? In every story, it's a hero or anti-hero and an antagonist, right? Manboy is the antagonist. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to tell a great story without a great antagonist. Somebody that pisses you off, you can't stand them, but they're there for a reason. I mean, you look at any show that you love, it had somebody like that, a hero or slash anti-hero and the antagonist. And the antagonist will push, the hero slash anti-hero to the limit. And this is what Man Boy does, because Man Boy knows him from back in the day, and you to connect, but yeah, I mean, come on, man. You still Frank to me. You ain't nobody special. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Mark,
that's the problem.
That's why I'm saying you got to go. Like,
yeah, I get it.
He done gave Man Boy the chance. You know what I mean? He said, he told Louis, Man Boy needs us. We can control him. Man Boy don't look like he being fucking controlled. He throwing a pussy at you, trying to set you up, get the fucking plug, and then kill you. That's not controlling me.
Not at all.
That's a smart ass nigga that's trying to fucking outthink me. He's the only motherfucker that comes close to having the ability out of all my enemies that I've dealt with so far. And this motherfucker don't respect him because Franklin from being the little prep nigga, the little smarty out prep nigga that's supposed to go to college and be this motherfucking corporate.
Yeah. Hey man.
And he gives him props for his intelligence though.
Man, boy gotta go.
Listen, I get it, man. I'm trying to tell you, Saint and Man Boy is, is similar to Ghost and Kanan. You know what I'm saying? Not in character, but just in the way they react to each other. You know what I'm saying? Because Kanan, like, come on, man, I'll put you on, boy. How dare you go against me like that? And Saint kind of thinks the same way with Man Boy, but it's a great relationship between the anti-hero and the antagonist. So I think that goes on because it makes for good drama, it makes for good TV, and we like that shit.
Right. Well, all right.
Man Boy gone.
All right, y'all. Man, that was a good show, man.
Yeah, no doubt.
That was a good show.
Real quick, Stacks. Real quick. It just a part of my head. So I want everybody prediction. What the fuck is T going to say? Because he asked how long you been playing. I think he asked that question, right? How long you been playing me?
Yeah.
And then it went off, right? Okay. So before you wrap up Stacks with everybody on sponsors and blackjack, what y'all think T answer gonna be?
T is gonna talk about her brother. We're gonna find out who her brother is to start.
Mm-hmm.
She gonna play whatever card that is, and then she's gonna try to offer up something because she's a businesswoman, but a shitty businesswoman. And ultimately, Saint's gonna play it. That's what I got. But Jerome won't make it for the end of the episode. Jerome was gone. That's all I got.
Oh wait, what?
No Jerome.
Jerome won't make it, bro.
Nigga, you can't just slide that shit in and then shut the fuck up. Wait, nigga. What?
I happen to agree with Merv on this one. Like, what the fuck was that in? Like, you gonna make her do it. Oh, by the way, Jerome will get killed. See y'all next week.
Right. Well, here's the thing, man. I ain't trying to go back up into it, but we just said that we got 2 episodes left. So this is the pre-ultimate episode coming up. This is when somebody major goes down, and then the cleanup happens afterwards. So not only are we going to have Khadijah, not only are we going to have to deal with Scully, not only are we going to extend Man Boy, but Jerome ain't going to be stopped. He going to go on some old crazy shit, and Franklin going to try to stop him. They telling us that Franklin going to try to stop him, but Franklin ain't really going to stop him. And he going to do some dumb shit.
And you know what, though? For your point, Ed, I think, Jerome goes out. This is when OG Dion slides into his place. You know what I'm saying? Is calling some shots and, letting things, kind of running things the way it need to be ran.
Everybody's replaceable.
That's a good point, Mark. That's a very good point.
I thought about that. And I think about it, they might try to use them little goons, the calculator killer, to try to set up some of this shit. I think he's gonna play a role going forward. The little smart motherfucker that calculator, but he's one of them intellectual goons. You always need one of them. So
that might be Leon replacement.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to tell you.
But, hey, Mark, before Ed threw that monkey wrench in that motherfucker and tried to hide his hands, what the fuck you think T is going to say to Franklin when he asks
you know what? I think T, you know, she's obviously, you know, she was shook with a phone call from Manboy. So with the gun in her face, she's gonna be more shook, holding piss in, right? And she's gonna spill the whole thing, right? Like Ed said, we're gonna find out about the brother, but she's gonna let her know, like, look, I knew about you from before. That's why I walked in the club. She gonna give her, and Saint ain't gonna, you know, he gonna make sure that she gives all the details, and then, you know, he's gonna put the plan in place. But I think she's gonna tell him everything. You know what I'm saying? You know, on next episode, how it kicked off and why it kicked off and this and that, and that's it. Saint ain't really gonna care about no feelings. Like, yo, it ain't gonna be one of these fake ass love stories. Like, yo, why'd you do this? You know it? Nah, it's not none of that bullshit. It's like, yo, let's get to it. When did it start and when did it end? You know?
Only Mel could do that. Hey, but Mark, you were saying something earlier. It made me think about, and this for you, Sean. Oh, a gun up in your face, and that's all you could come up with.
Hey, yo, Merv. Before you even ask me, you'll have to, because Mark, same answer. Gun in her face. Okay. She's gonna spill all the fucking beans, A to Z, and she's gonna try to make some type of offer. Since people typically make the offer with the last person that's a threat, you know, because she told Manboy, you know, if they find out about me, I'm a dead woman, and you know, Manboy tried to impose his will by saying, "Oh, you think that you should be worried more about Saint than me?" So right now, as it stands, she has to roll with Saint and them because I mean she got a fucking gun in her face. I mean, and she know. I'm pretty sure she knows that Saint ain't got no problem giving her, offing her, blowing her. I mean, this dude killed a fucking cop that practically helped raise him. So I mean, ain't no limit to that. He killed the cop who helped raise him. And he killed one of his best friends. So I mean, what the fuck? I mean,
after he killed Kevin, you know what I'm saying? Then he was capable of doing this shit.
Exactly. The only person I don't see fucking Saint putting the fucking hole in right now is his mom's, and that's it.
Yeah.
So I agree with y'all. I agree with y'all. I think T is going to tell everything, and it's going to make a deal. It's going to make a deal with him. She's going to use the brother card. I really can't wait to find out who the fuck this brother is. She's going to use the brother card and like really, 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 really lean on that. And then she'll like, yo, I'll do whatever you want me to do. And I think she uses her to set up Manboy. And what I'm saying? And kill and Franklin Saint kills Manboy.
All right. Great show, gentlemen. A lot of content tonight. That was a really dope episode, man. Hope they give us something similar from episode 9 tomorrow. Right now, I'm taking shout out Facebook Live, shout out, you know, YouTube, Blackjack TV, Bobby Blackjack come through. Download the Zingo app. We are airing every time our shows come on. We are also airing on Zingo TV, Blackjack channel 199. So download that. Shout out to Twitch. We are streaming on Twitch now through the guys' Twitch page and through Blackjack TV, so you can catch us there. So many ways you can catch us. Shout out to One Mile High Radio. Shout out to Spotify, iHeartRadio. Shout out to everybody out there that mess with us. Shout out to everybody in the Guys Podcast Facebook group. I think we're nearing 700 members now. And before we sign off, tomorrow, if you liked all the fucking fuckery that went on last Wednesday, we're gonna bring you part 2 tomorrow. I'm gonna try to find some type of way to get out of it because I feel dirty being on the screen with Merv and Marc right now. Ever since that episode, and I just don't know how it's gonna go tomorrow. I just simply don't know how it's gonna go tomorrow. So I'm probably gonna bring in a doctor's note so I don't have to be on the screen with these gentlemen. Because I don't know what's gonna happen. But at any rate, tune in at 8:00 in the East. Tomorrow, got the guys podcast, and we're going to talk about attractions part 2. Got off the rails last week, probably going to go off the side of a cliff this week. That's my expectation. But watch us. I mean, I guess the floor is the ceiling, right? But real talk, fuck with us tomorrow. The shit's gonna be lit. Anybody got anything to say before we sign the fuck off? Oh, my bad. Ed, thanks, Ed, once again for fucking with us. I forgot. Salute to the homie Ed for fucking with us, coming on, hopping on. We always love to have special guests and other Snowfall fans. So shout out to the homie for hopping on with us. Other than that, gentlemen, I will see you all in about 23 hours and 30 minutes. Salute.
Salute.